The Bible is welcomed back into the classroom in this state and there is nothing the left can do about it. Kentucky stands out as a state who believes that the Bible should be allowed to be part of the classroom. The left has fought for years to remove every tiny piece of the Christian faith from public schools. But last summer, Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin signed a bill that allows public schools in the state to teach the Bible, giving local school boards the option to create Bible literacy classes as a part of a school's social studies curriculum. It was a landmark move and there is nothing the left can do about it. The idea that we would not want this to be an option for people in school, that would be crazy, Bevin said at the ceremony. I don't know why every state would not embrace this, why we as a nation would not embrace this. I'm right there with him. Religion should be a choice, not mandated, which is the case here. This country was founded on Christianity and there is a solid argument to be made that it is in trouble because we have turned our backs on our faith. It's elective, not required. When you homeschool your children, you choose their curriculum. The one I chose for my kids was a BACA, which is Christian-based. No one is forcing public school children to learn Christianity either, this is a choice. The bill's sponsor, Republican Rep. DJ Johnson, pointed out just as I did that the Bible is foundational to the founding of our country and for this nation to flourish, we need to rely on God, not turn our back on Him. Our founding fathers were very wise men who knew the importance of faith. All of the freedoms and religious liberties that we enjoy today are based on what those men knew. That our rights and value as human beings come from God, not the government. It really did set the foundation that our founding fathers used to develop documents like the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, said Rep. Johnson. All of those came from principles from the Bible. First, the left took religion out of the schools and public life. Then they removed the Constitution and studying about the founding of our country. Don't believe me? Ask the kids. They are not taught early American or revolutionary history anymore that I know of and it's been that way for years. The left is furious over Kentucky's move. The American Civil Liberties Union of Kentucky told CNN affiliate WDRB it will be closely monitoring how the law is used by school boards, CNN reported. A Bible literacy bill that, on its face, may not appear to be unconstitutional, could, in fact, become unconstitutional in its implementation, ACLU Advocacy Director Kate Miller said. Only through leftist interpretation. We want to make sure that teachers can teach and make sure that they don't go in to preach, Miller added. Then why do you salt educational materials with items from other religions? Just because a course is offered on religion does not mean students are being preached to either. Roughly 75% of the population in Kentucky identifies as Christian. Rep. DJ Johnson, who supports the bill, tried to reassure critics about its legality. As long as we're careful with the curriculum itself, there won't be any constitutional issues, he told WDRB. And we'll do that. Last week, the Kentucky Education Board unanimously passed new standards to guide school districts in implementing the state's Bible literacy classes. Of course, the ACLU is still throwing a fit and claiming that the Bible can only be taught as literature constitutionally. This is not true and is an interpretation of constitutional law that has no proper basis. Atheists are using the same arguments here. They are enraged that students are memorizing passages and that religious movies are played in the classroom. At the center of this is separation of church and state, which the left constantly claims that by not doing so is unconstitutional, but that precept is not in the Constitution. Despite its inclusion in the pantheon of democratic virtues, separation of church and state did not become constitutional canon until the mid-20th century with incorporation of the Bill of Rights to the states through the 14th Amendment. And even then, it is not stated as such, but is interpreted in law. Gov. Bevin pointed out that religious people shouldn't be the only ones who think the law is a good idea and he's right. You could be an atheist, and you would appreciate there's a lot of wisdom in the Bible, he said. I love this guy. According to the Daily Caller, Georgia, Missouri, Tennessee and Alabama have also been pushing for religion to remain in the classrooms of public schools. I don't know if they have succeeded yet, probably not, or we would have heard about it. I wish them luck though. More states should follow Kentucky's lead.